And welcome back. Well, this is part three, an overview of the end times. And I'm Leighton Smith, your host. This is the Kingdom Program of God. And we're going to take a look at three things in this video: the second coming of Jesus Christ, the millennial kingdom, and the final judgment of the great white throne. Now, in the last video, we left off with the tribulation period going on, and millions were being killed during the tribulation by the hand of the Antichrist or by the sealed bowls and trumpets that were being blown and causing destruction on the earth. So those who are believers are looking forward to the second coming of Jesus Christ. And the tribulation period ends when Jesus returns. Now, just before Jesus Christ returns, there's some things that are going to take place. The sun is going to stop shining. The moon will stop shining. The stars will fall from the sky. The atmosphere will be totally darkness. And then with a brilliant light, Jesus will appear in the sky for everyone to see. He will return with the New Testament saints, the church, his bride, and also all the angels that are coming with him. He will set his feet on the Mount of Olives in Israel. Now, his return is to set up his kingdom, but there are four things that he needs to take care of before he sets up the kingdom. One, he's going to destroy all the non-believers who are on the earth at that time. So they will all be destroyed, and the only people who are left on the earth alive are those who are believers. Two, he's going to cast the Antichrist and the false prophet into the fiery pit. And three, he's going to lock Satan up for 1,000 years. And the fourth thing is he's going to renew the earth. He's going to restore it to its original glory, so there's no evidence of a tribulation that had taken place. It will be completely restored. And then he will set up his kingdom. Now, there are four groups that will enter into the kingdom. The first group to go in is the New Testament saints, or the church, or the bride of Christ. Now, when we were raptured, we received our eternal bodies, and now we're returning with Christ to enter into the millennial kingdom. So this covers everyone who has believed in Jesus Christ from the time he ascended to heaven until the rapture. The second group to go in would be the Old Testament saints. This is everyone from Adam all the way up to the time Jesus died on the cross and ascended to heaven. They will come up from the grave and they will receive eternal bodies in order to go into the millennial kingdom. The third group is the tribulation saints, those who were killed during the tribulation period. They will receive eternal bodies and they will enter into the millennial kingdom. The fourth group is a little different. This group are those who are alive and they witness Jesus Christ at the second coming. They're still in their fleshly bodies. They have not physically died yet. Therefore, they will not receive eternal bodies. They will remain in their human bodies or their fleshly bodies as they go into the millennium. Now, they're able to go in because they are sealed with the Holy Spirit. They are believers. And so God will allow them to enter into the millennial kingdom. This is the group that will repopulate the earth. They will have children, and their children will have children, and they'll be living for 1,000 years. And this group can still sin. So you see the sin barrier still there. Because they're still in their human bodies, they're able to sin, they're able to get sick, and even die. Now, the thing about this is their children that are being born during the millennium did not witness the tribulation period. They see no evidence of it because the earth has been renewed. They will have to exercise faith and believe in Jesus Christ because there's no physical proof other than him sitting on the throne. Therefore, they will have to choose to believe. So even though Satan is locked away and is unable to influence anyone, it still shows that mankind needs to be saved. And there are those who will choose to believe in Jesus Christ and those who will not. And even after seeing him rule on the throne, there will be those who will not believe. Now, at the end of the 1,000 years, Jesus will release Satan And those who were born in the millennial kingdom who did not witness any of the tribulation period and had to choose to believe, those who did not believe will instantly join Satan. And then that will prepare us for the next event to come up, which is the great white throne. Well, now we're at the great white throne, and everything physical will disappear: the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth itself. And the throne will be in front of everybody. Billions of people will appear and stand up. The dead will be called up, and God will, first of all, punish Satan and lock him away. Satan and all the demons will be cast into the lake of fire. And the dead from beginning of history will be called up to stand judgment before the great white throne. Now all non-believers will be judged, not to determine if they're going to hell, because that's already decided, because their soul is dead and you bury dead people, and hell is a place for the burial of the dead. But what the judgment is for is to determine their works and how deep in hell they will go. And once everyone who's a non-believer has been judged and sent away, God will seal off hell, and then he will create a new heaven and a new earth that is not touched or stained by sin. He will wipe away our tears, because I'm sure we will recognize some of the people who didn't make it. And he'll create a new heaven and a new earth, and time will not exist anymore. We will begin eternity and live with God forever. Well, I want to thank you for watching to the end. That was an overview of the end time. It was a quick overview. I know there's a lot of detail that needs to be filled in, and maybe we can do that another time. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it, and I would like to hear from you if you add some comments at the bottom. And if this has been beneficial to you, please share it with someone. Well, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to download your free charts. I'm Leighton Smith, your host. This is the Kingdom Program of God, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. God bless.